Hello, lovely witches. This is Dawn from Aurora Dawn. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. In this video, I want to discuss natural materials like with your wand or with an athame or other tools. Do you have to use natural materials, or will a reasonable facsimile work? Okay, so I've always said, the magic is in you. You are the one who creates the magic. All you need is your mind and your body. Those are all the tools you need, and you can create magic. The reason why we use tools is because it helps engage the mind. And when you engage the mind, that's where all the power is. The reason why your body is so important is because that's where you hold your energy, and you have a vessel, and so you can increase that energy and use your body to project that energy out, and your mind is what programs the energy and the emotions that you hold in your body. You can feel that energy of emotion in your body. That gives it the fuel. Okay, so anyway, tools are fun. I love using tools, and I've been practicing witchcraft for many years. There are some witches who are like, oh, I don't need any tools. I can, so just sit down and make things happen. That's great if that works for you. And I do that too on occasion. It depends on the situation and the timing. And if I don't have time to set up my altar and get all my tools out, then I just, I sit in meditation, and I can make things happen that way. Oh, so by the way, I'm using this little, I think they call it a mask, and I just think it's cute. Anyway, so, what if I use a wand that is made out of resin? So I have this absolutely gorgeous wand. It is a facsimile, a replica, I guess. It's a collector's item of Ron Weasley's wand from Harry Potter, in the Harry Potter movies. It's very heavy, it's well made, but it's not real material, meaning the material is not natural. So my thought is, well, if I have the energy, what difference does the material the wand is made out of? And I know that when I handle something that's natural, it's made from so something that's made from natural material, it feels different. I know that. I've touched it. It feels different to me. The energy feels different. It feels more alive. Like there's the energy is more vibrant. I guess I could say that, rather than something that's plastic or artificial material. Then it just feels like a low vibration, like it's not. So in other words, if I use this wand in magic, working with my magic and whatnot, would it really enhance things, or would it just kind of lay there? So why even spend the time and the money or whatever to use that wand when I can get something from nature? So I was listening to the BBC, and this is what prompted me to make this video, because they were talking about a study that they did. And then, let's see, the BBC on Sirius, they have a show called Crowd Science. So somebody from the audience asked them a question. So the question was about stress and nature. And so what they did is they looked into the scientific studies that were done on really have a very stressful job, and they're in an office where they don't have any windows, so they don't have any nature to look at. And they found that when we look at nature, and this is a no-brainer, when we look at nature, our stress levels go way down, and we feel much more comfortable and calm. So what they did is they did this study where they had a group of people hooked up to their little machines to measure, heart rate and brain waves, I think, and various different things in the body that could signal stress. And they put a potted plant of a petunia, a real petunia, on the table, and they noticed that everybody's stress levels went down. So then they tried having, I don't know if it was the same group of people or if a different group of people, and most likely it was a different time, where they measured everybody and their stress levels seemed to be a little bit elevated, and they put a silk or fake potted plant that were petunias that looked exactly like the real thing. I mean, it was, those plants, it's hard to tell if they're real or not. You gotta reach out and touch them. I do anyway. Is that real? I don't know. I gotta touch it. Okay, so they used a fake plant and they put it in the center of the table, and everybody around was hooked up to these machines, and they got nothing. The brain evidently can tell. No, I can't. I gotta reach out and touch, right? The brain can tell or not, and if it's not real, it's not going to give the same results, the same stress relief. So this got me to thinking, and this is why I'm making this video. And we use crystals and we use candles and things like that. What about the candle? What's happening there? Because there are beeswax candles, and I wonder if those candles are better. And I've heard some people say that they've gotten better results in their spell casting using beeswax. Of course, it's uber expensive, but if it works better. But then again, I know lots of people who use the paraffin candles, and they get great results just with that, with the regular, dollar store type of candles. So then there's, the thought of environment, of course, you can bring that into play. And, the dollar store candles are probably not as environmentally friendly. I'm sure they're not. And so there's a lot to think about when it comes to materials. And then there's like, okay, should I use organic sugar for my sugar spells, my sweet jars? Or should I use just regular honey? Or should I use the organic honey that is, it's not been filtered and it's not been heated, so it has all the good stuff in it that makes it, alive? Should I use that instead of the, honey from like the dollar store or Walmart that's been heated and everything, and it's doesn't have the enzymes or the bacteria that is so healthy for us? So I feel that I've got to do what I can do. And if I can afford the higher quality honey, I'm going to use the higher quality honey, because I feel it's a higher vibration. It's alive. Honey is alive when it's not been heated and processed. And organic sugar, I think we always have organic sugar in the house anyway. We don't use a lot of it, but we have it if we need it, and it's all natural. So it seems like it would have a higher vibration and higher energy as well. So it's just some things to think about. I don't have the answers for you, of course, because you need to dig into it and find out what for you and what feels right and good for you. But it is something to ponder on. And when I heard about that study where they put the fake plant, you can't tell the difference, just by looking at it. It looks exactly the same as the real plant, and the stress levels didn't come down because your brain knew that it was not a real plant. And so the effect was not the same as with the real plant. Mind blower, yeah. So, I think that's a big deal, because I've always thought, well, it's a reasonable facsimile. It's gonna fake my brain out. My brain thinks it's the real thing because it looks so much like the real thing, but it's not. My brain actually can tell the difference. So anyway, there it is. That's all I have for you for today for this video. And please leave comments, your thoughts, your opinions, what has worked for you. And if you like these videos, please subscribe. It shows support for my channel, and it's free. And so YouTube sees that, you know, people actually like my videos and will show them to other people. Thank you for watching this video. Do something today that makes you feel good and brings joy. I love you all. Until next time, blessed be.